Good morning, dear students. Welcome back once again to our English class. So, dear students, in the previous class, we learnt about the direct speech and the indirect speech. Just today we will have a quick revision and then further we will study about the concept of direct and indirect speech and different steps to convert the direct speech into an indirect speech, and then further we'll solve the worksheets. So dear students, without wasting much of the time, let us move ahead and just have a quick revision on direct and indirect speech. So in the previous class, dear students, we have already learnt about the direct speech and the indirect speech. Hope you remember what is the direct speech and indirect speech. So talking about the basic difference and definition of direct speech and indirect speech, the basic difference is the direct speech is the reported speech that is reported by the speaker and the words are exactly the same as spoken by the speaker. That means there is no single word being changed or transformed or replaced with some other words. It is the same statement exactly as spoken by the speaker. Secondly, it is always being followed with the inverted commas. Whatever is spoken by the speaker, it is mentioned in the quotation mark or the inverted comma. It is always enclosed with inverted commas. So this is the all about the direct speech. Now what about the indirect speech? The indirect speech is not the actual word, but it is the transformed word firstly. Secondly, it is not followed with the inverted commas or quotation mark. Third thing, when we transform the direct speech into an indirect speech, the word changes, the tense form changes its form, and the sentence goes, if it is spoken in present tense, it goes to the past tense. Third thing and the last thing, it takes help of the coordinating conjunction when we change the direct speech into an indirect speech. That means it takes help of the coordinating conjunction as it is mentioned over here. That now looking at the example, she said to me, I am playing. So I am playing is the reported speech because it is the same word as spoken by the speaker. So it is known as the reported speech. She said. What is the reported verb over here? Said. So here the verb form does not change, but the reported speech changes. How? Look at the other example. She said to me that she was playing. It means that the quotation mark is replaced with the inverted comma. The quotation mark is replaced with the word that is the coordinating conjunction, and the tense form is changed to past tense. So hence here the direct speech, how the direct speech changes into an. So dear student, this was about the basic difference between the direct speech and the indirect speech, and how can we convert a direct speech into an indirect speech. Now let us move ahead. There are few things that we must always remember. We must always know the three basic concepts when we want to convert any direct speech into an indirect speech. So what are those three concepts that we must always remember? So the first one is subject and the object. What is the subject and the object in the sentence? We must always remember. Looking at this example, Shazia said to John. So here what is the subject over here? The subject is Shazia. So Shazia, because Shazia is speaking something to John. So subject is telling something to object. Who is the object over here? John is the object over here. So we must remember the first concept, the subject and object in the sentence. What is the second concept? Second concept is the first person, the second person and the third person. We must always remember these three things, the first person, the second person and the third person. Now looking at further at the point of view, how to remember or Why should we remember the first person, second person and third person? Just we need to know certain point of view. What is that point of view? Suppose there are two students sitting in the class. One is Ram and the other one is Sita. And they are talking something about the girl Nikita, who is actually not present in the class. So what Ram would have spoken to Sita about Nikita? How it could be expressed, how it could be mentioned. So it could be mentioned in the following way. Now Ram is speaking to Sita about Nikita. How he must have been spoken? He must have spoken like this. I am telling you. This is Ram. The subject got transformed to the pronoun I. So the first person becomes I. Ram becomes the first person I. So what he is speaking to Sita about Nikita? I am telling you that Nikita is intelligent. I am telling you that she is intelligent. Now what the first person is speaking to the second person about the third person? He is telling, I am telling you that she is intelligent. So this is the transformation of first person, second person and third person, the transformation of noun to pronoun. Dear student, followed with this, I have just given you a small chart to remember about these three first person, second person and third person along with their plural form, so that it is easier for you to understand and always remember while you do the exercise. You solve the worksheets, so it will be easier for you to understand. So what you just need to do is to go through it again and again and keep this thing in your mind. Now what is the third concept? The third concept is tense. We must remember that what time the action would have been performed. That time must be remembered, because depending on that time the tense form will change. So here present tense, past tense and future tense. We all remember that there are three types of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. And under them there are sub forms also, which is simple tense, perfect tense, continuous tense and perfect continuous tense. So under all these three tenses, these sub tenses comes, these other types of tenses comes. That means there are in all 12 types of tenses. So the chart I have already given you in the previous class regarding the changing of tenses. You can just go through it while I'll provide you the PDF. You can just go through those chart and remember, and if in case still there is some doubt, just listen to the previous day's lecture just after the class, so that you do not have any doubts. Still, if you have any doubt, you can just ask in the doubt class. So further we will study. These were the three concepts that we must remember while we are changing the speech from direct into indirect. So dear students, furthermore there are certain steps also that we must follow when we are converting a direct speech into an indirect speech. How many steps are there? There are basically six types of steps that we must follow while converting. Dear students, you must be thinking that this is not mentioned in your book, but then why I am teaching you? Let me inform you that as I already told you in the previous class, it is one of the important topic. Furthermore, dear students, while you solve the worksheet, you will require the help of all these 6 steps. So if you do not learn, as it is not mentioned in your book, and if you do not learn, you will get confused that how it is solved, how we have done it. So to solve the worksheet and to understand it more clearly, to be more clear in the concept, we must learn it properly and to the depth. So moving ahead further, what are the 6 steps that we must follow while we convert the direct speech into an indirect speech? The first one is identify. We need to identify the sentence, what all things are there in the sentence. Now what we need to identify? As already informed just 2 minutes before, we need to identify the subject and object in the sentence. We must know what is the subject of the sentence and what is the object of the sentence. That means who is the giver and who is the receiver in the sentence. वी मस्ट आइडेंटिफाई दी रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब. हमें रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब को भी आइडेंटिफाई करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. वी मस्ट आइडेंटिफाई फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकेंड पर्सन एंड थर्ड पर्सन, because till we do not identify, we will not be able to transform, we will not be able to convert the sentence. We must need to identify the tense form, because without identifying the tense form, we will not be able to convert it, because it completely depends on the time. What is the second step? Second step is change of reporting verb. So we need to understand this change of reporting verb. Already in the previous sentences, previous examples, I have mentioned you what are the reporting verbs. But what happens, dear students, at certain sentences where the reporting verb is mentioned as follows, they changes into these words. What are they? Said to. Said to, which is the reporting verb, changes to told. This is spoken in the direct speech, and while converting into indirect speech, said to changes to told. Said remains stagnant, it does not change, it remains the same. Say to transforms into tell, and says to converts into tell. So this is all about the change of reporting verb. Now what is the third step? The third step is replace with that. So when we have to change the sentence from direct into indirect speech, removing the inverted comma, we need to change it, replace it with the word that, which is acting as the coordinating conjunction in the sentence. So example I have already given. Further when we will study all the 6 steps, after that we will solve with example. Now what is the fourth step? Fourth step is change of pronoun. As just informed about, as just taught about the first person, second person and third person, the subject changes, the object changes, but the third person remains same, it does not change. Summing it up, we can just remember it as S-O-N, son. So it is the easier way to remember it. How and what we have to change. First person में क्या आएगा, हमें कैसे change करना है, second person में कौन आएगा and what has to be changed, and third person में कौन होगा and what ways to be changed. So with this abbreviation we can remember it. So now coming to fourth step. Dear student, yes, just a second. For this I have just provided you a chart below for first person, second person and third person, just for you to remember what changes to what. The noun changes to pronoun and how it changes, what are the forms, it is mentioned over here. Now the fifth step is change of tense. So you know that change of tense, depending on the time, the tense changes its forms, and from direct into indirect speech it changes its form. The reporting verb is in the past tense, which changes to the present tense, or if it to a past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense, and if it is in the present tense it changes to past tense or past simple tense, past perfect tense, past continuous tense, so on, as mentioned in the in the chart over here. So I have already explained in the previous class, but still I'll just brief it out. The simple present tense changes into simple past tense, present continuous tense changes into past continuous tense, past perfect tense changes into present perfect changes into past perfect, present perfect continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. This is all about the present tense. Now talking about the past tense, simple past tense changes into past perfect tense, past continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, there is no change in that, it remains the same. Now talking about the future tense, where we use will and shall, they gets converted into modal verbs such as would or should. Can and may changes to could or might. So here these are the basic changes, dear students, while you convert the sentence, it changes from this in this manner as per the chart given below. So it is very important for you to remember the chart. So what is the sixth step? The sixth step is updating the time specific word. So there are certain words that are followed with or changes according to the time. Suppose today I am teaching you. So presently when I am teaching you, it is today. When you will see this video tomorrow, it will become yesterday. And if I am going to teach you something else the next day, it becomes tomorrow. So dear students, so these time specific words also changes their form while we convert the direct speech into an indirect speech. So what are those words? Here is a time specific word which changes to there. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Today changes to that day. Yesterday changes to the previous day. This changes to that. Now changes to then, and tonight changes to that night. So dear students, these are 6 different easy steps that we must always remember while converting a direct speech into an indirect speech. Now you will say, ma'am, these all steps we have learnt earlier also. Yes dear students, you have learnt earlier, but summing it up all together in 6 different ways, just to make you understand what all specific steps are there that you will always remember step by step while converting the sentence, to make it more easy for you to remember with this following chart. So dear students, this was all about the converting of direct speech into an indirect form. Now let us go through certain examples so that it is more clear to you. Let us look at example number 1. She said to me, I am playing football with you now. So now what is the first step? The first step is we need to identify. So what all things are there in identification? Let us see. We need to identify the subject. So the subject is she over here. Next we need to identify the object. So object is me over here. So we have identified the subject, we have identified the object, because she is the giver and me is the receiver. So subject and object we have identified. What next we have to identify? We need to identify the reporting verb. So what is the reporting verb over here? The reporting verb is said to over here. So we have identified the reporting verb. Now we need to identify what next? We need to identify the first person and the second person. So who is the first person over here? I am playing, that means I is the first person over here. Who is the second person over here? The second person is you, who is the receiver. So that means this is the second person over here. Now what else we need to identify? We need to identify the tense form. So which tense form is it? It is in present continuous tense. So dear students, these were the things that we have identified. Wow, what next? What is the second step? The second step is change of reporting verb. Now what is the reporting verb? Over here the reporting verb is said to. So now said to will get changed to told as per the chart that I have mentioned above. That said to converts to told. So here the change of reporting verb is done. It is converted to told. What is the third step? The third step is replace with that. So now here we have replaced it with that. She said to me that. So now what we have done? We have removed the inverted comma and replaced it with that. This is also done. Now what is the fourth step? Change of pronoun. Now how the pronoun is going to change? We need to see the first person, second person. Who is the first person? The first person is I. So now I changes to she as per this chart. So here I has changed to she and you has changed to me. So here change of pronoun is also done. Now what? Change of tense. What will happen? Here the tense was present continuous tense. As per the chart, present continuous tense will change to past continuous tense. तो क्या हो जाएगा? Was playing, ing remaining the same, am will change to was. So what will happen? Am playing will convert to was playing. Change of time words. Time word क्या दिया हुआ है यहाँ पर? Now दिया हुआ है. So now will change to then, as per the chart that I have mentioned above. Now will change to then. So now finally how the sentence will look like after getting it converted? The sentence will look something like this. She told to me that she was playing football with me then. So here the complete sentence has got changed. The meaning is same, but the direct speech is now transformed to indirect form. Let us look into another example to understand it more clearly. They said, we will plan a picnic tomorrow. So here the first step is identification. Let us identify the subject, they, reporting verb, said, first person, we, tense form, second person is not mentioned over here. So now the tense form is which form of tense? It is simple future tense. So this is all about the identification. Now change the reporting verb. Do we need to change the reporting verb? Said, no. As said remains the same in the indirect form also. So reporting verb remains the same. Now replace it with that. Do we need to replace yet? Yes, because it is always, the direct speech is always with the inverted comma. Now remove the inverted comma and replace it with that. So this is also done. They said that. Change of pronoun. Now what will happen? How we are going to change the pronoun? We is there as first person. We will change to they. So we will become they in the change of pronoun form. Now change of words. Change of tense. This is the fifth step. Change of tense. Now what will happen? यहाँ पर क्या कौन से टेंस में चल रहे हैं हम? सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस में चल रहे हैं. सो हियर विल चेंज. विल किस में चेंज होगा? यहाँ पर मेंशन्ड है ऑलरेडी. विल चेंज इनटू वुड. सो हियर द टेंस फॉर्म आल्सो हैज चेंज. नाउ चेंजिंग द टाइम वर्ड. क्या यहाँ पर टाइम वर्ड मेंशन्ड है? यस, ऑफ कोर्स टाइम वर्ड इज मेंशन्ड ओवर हियर. टुमारो इज द टाइम वर्ड. So now what will happen? Tomorrow will change as per the chart. Tomorrow will change to the next day. So now finally how the sentence will look like? They said that they would plan a picnic the next day. So this is how that sentence got converted in from a direct speech into an indirect form. Dear students, I hope the concept is very clear to you now, and you have very properly understood what is direct speech and indirect speech. Still, if in case of any doubt, view both the videos once again and revise it and jot down your doubts, and when we will meet in the DC class, I'll try to solve all your doubts. Dear students, now further we will solve the worksheet. Worksheet number 40. You can just take out your book. Hope you all are having your book in your hand. Take out worksheet number 40, page number 73. So here we go. What is there in the worksheet? Choose the correct reported speech version of each statement. The question number 1 is, Tom said, I want to visit my uncle this weekend. So what did Tom say? Tom said that I want to visit my uncle this weekend. What is the correct form of sentence over here amongst the three? It is A, B or C. Tom said that he wants to visit his uncle that weekend. Tom said that he wanted to visit his uncle that weekend. Tom said that he wanted to visit his uncle this weekend. So what is the right answer? Yes, definitely the right answer is B. Tom said that he wanted to visit his uncle that weekend. This will change to that. So it will become that weekend. Wants will change to wanted because the tense form has to change. So want becomes the word wanted. The reporting verb does not change over here. It remains the same. I becomes he. The first person, second person, third person, that is the change of pronoun also changes from I to he. And my becomes his over here. So all the forms are changing. B is the correct answer of question number 1. Let us look into question number 2. Horatio said, I am studying a lot at the moment. What is the right option? Horatio said that he was studying a lot at that moment. Horatio said that he was studying a lot at the moment. Horatio said that I was studying a lot at that moment. So what is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is A. Let us come to the next one. They said, we have lived here for over 10 years. What is the right answer? A, B or C? Amongst the three, the right answer is C. Let us come to question number 4. He asked me, have you finished reading the newspaper? What is the right answer? Amongst A, B or C? He asked me he said me if had I finished reading the newspaper. He asked me if I had finished reading the newspaper. He asked me if I finished reading the newspaper. So amongst the three, B is the correct answer. Question number 5. I get up every morning at dawn, Pavel said. What is the right answer? Pavel said he got up early morning at dawn. Pavel said I got up every morning at dawn. Pavel said that he got up every morning at dawn. So dear students, with this question number 5, the right answer is A. So I hope dear students you have understood about how to select, how to convert a direct speech into indirect speech. Furthermore, I will request you, I have given you the answers as I solved question number 1, mentioning you how we have identified all the 6 steps and converted the direct into indirect speech or identified the correct option. I will request you also to solve this, get all the questions and all the answers solving this questions with the help of 6 different steps that I have just explained you. I have not done it because I have just given you the answer just because to let you understand, to let you solve it, and if in case of any doubt we can just clear it in the doubt clear class. The first I already did it for you. So dear students, remaining 4 I am expecting you to do it, and in the doubt class we will just discuss the same. Now come to worksheet number 41, page number 74. She said, question number 1, she asked me, when are we going home? So what is the right option? She asked me when she was going home. She asked me when we were going home. She asked me when are we going home. So what do you think would be the right answer, the A, B or C? Yes, definitely the right answer is B. She asked me when we are going home. She said, I really wish I had bought that phone. The correct answer is, she told me that she really wished she bought that phone. She told me that she really had wished she had bought that phone. Or, she told me that she really wished she had bought that phone. Yes, dear student, the correct answer is C. Let us look into question number 3. Crowley asked me, why do you want to be a poet? Crowley asked me why I wanted to be a poet. Crowley asked me why did I want to be a poet? Crowley asked me why I wanted to be a poet. Yes, of course, the correct answer is C. Crowley asked me why I wanted to be a poet. So here what happened? Here again the inverted comma was removed. Me was transformed and you was transformed to I, and the inverted commas were removed. Asked remained the reporting verb. Asked remained the same. Now look into the next one. Kyrie asked her, how long you have lived here? Option A, Kyrie asked her how long she has lived here. Option number B, Kyrie asked her how long she lived here. Option number C, Kyrie asked her how long she had lived there. So what is the right answer? The right answer is C. Kyrie asked her how long she had lived there. So looking into the next last one. 5th one, he said, I must get going, otherwise I am going to miss the train. What is the right option amongst A, B or C? He told me that he had to get going, otherwise he was going to miss the train. He told me that he had to get going, otherwise I was going to miss the train. He told me that he must get going, otherwise he was going to miss the train. So dear students, here also the right answer is C. Once again I will request you to step by step follow the 6 different steps. Identify it. Identify the subject and the predicate, change of reporting verb, replace with that change of pronoun, change of tense and change of time words. Follow these 6 different steps and try to solve this exercise. I have already done it with you, but step by step I need you to do it, so that in the doubt clearance class we can just discuss it once again wherever there is a problem. So dear student, with this I will end today's class, and yes, of course there is a homework for you. You have to complete exercise worksheet number 43 in your homework, and the solution to the same will be provided to you soon, so that you can just have a self check. So try to solve worksheet number 43 as your homework. That is all for today, dear students. Hope you have understood the concept, understood how to convert a direct speech into an indirect speech. So that is all for today. We will meet once again in our next class. Till then, goodbye dear students. God bless.